Okay, so my name is Michael Mullowney, and I work in the Murphy Lab here at the University of Illinois at Chicago. And what we do is we study the potential for molecules that are isolated from bacteria in the environment to be used as drug therapies. So, but we focus on the marine and freshwater environments, including the Great Lakes, which are positioned right here next to us in Chicago, of course. And actually in our lab, we're kind of at the frontier of those aquatic explorations in that we're exploring freshwater environments. That's not done much in other labs. So, well, I was born in Michigan, in a small town in Michigan, and I actually grew up in Arizona. And I was really good at drawing, and I was really interested in music. I played guitar, so I got really into the arts, and my family was very supportive of all that, which was great. So I went to art school. Went to audio engineering school so I could record my own music and my friends' music. And so I decided to move to Chicago and kind of strike out on my own with the art and music thing. So I did that for a while. But at the end of the day, I didn't feel like I had that direct impact on humanity that I wanted to have. And I eventually found my way to science through an interest in the environment and protecting the environment. And so I went back to school for chemistry and biology and got all these prerequisites to apply to grad school. And I soon found the program here at UIC in pharmacognosy, which is looking to nature for molecules that can prevent or cure diseases. And I applied here, got in, and this is where I am now, and I love it. It's perfect for me. I really felt like I wanted to play a role in protecting the environment, and I felt that merely standing on a soapbox or something and trying to tell people, like, let's clean up our lakes or that kind of thing. I wanted to give people a reason to recognize that the environment has incredible value to us. I really, really love this work because there's so much variety. There's plenty of writing, which I was surprised at how much I really enjoyed writing. There's bench work, where I'm working with preparing samples for various experiments. There's also the element where we go out into the environment and collect samples by scuba diving or collecting samples from using machinery off the back of boats, which is really exciting and fun. The freshwaters of the Great Lakes have incredible value to us. Our lab has recently found molecules that are incredibly potent and selective for killing Mycobacterium tuberculosis, which is the causative agent, of course, of tuberculosis. And we're currently developing those molecules in preclinical studies, and things are looking really, really good with those molecules. So I've just placed a sample into this NMR tube. NMR stands for nuclear magnetic resonance. We use nuclear magnetic resonance to determine the structure and connectivity of atoms in a molecule. So what I'll do with this tube is take it to a separate lab that has an NMR spectrometer. It goes into that machine, and then there's data that comes out that we can analyze and then determine how the hydrogens are connected to the carbons, and carbons are connected to oxygens, and so there's just so many facets to the research that keeps every day really interesting. And I never really know what to expect each day. I'll come in with a plan or a loose, like, a tentative idea of what I might do, but there's always, someone comes by and needs some help with something, or I find some clue in my data that I need to take a different turn with my research, and I end up doing a completely different experiment than I expected. It's exciting. It's not just a one-dimensional thing. It's a lot of variety. I'm a scientist because I think there's a part of my intellect that needs to be satisfied by, exploring my curiosity, and I want to be at that front edge of where, finding new things that no one's seen before. Like I'm encountering things from nature and deciphering what nature has and translating that into medicine, and before anyone else sees it, and that it comes through me, and that gives me a sense of importance, and so yeah, it just feels good to be at the front lines of that.